Miami fans, welcome back to Canes All Access. I'm your host, Cameron Dobbs, and we are so excited about today's episode because we are talking basketball foreign trips today. I am joined first and foremost by Jakai Robinson and AJ Casey breaking down the foreign tour. First and foremost, welcome to the show, but also welcome back to the States.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh my goodness, we're so excited to have you guys on. So break it down. I mean, just overall thoughts of the trip. Start you off here first. How was the foreign tour?
It was really good, my first time being out of the US and just seeing the different cities and everything like that. I really enjoyed the time out being out in France.
Yeah, it was definitely an amazing experience for me as well. Like my first time being overseas and also just getting the chance to meet our new players on the team, get to see who we're working with next year, stuff like that.
I love it. And AJ, let's break down the trip for us. So you guys went to multiple areas over there. Where all did you go, and what did you do in each area?
So our first stop was Paris. Then we traveled to Normandy. Then we ended up in Nice, and then we went to Monaco while we were in Nice. But in each city, we all had a tour of basically all cities. We did things such as go to see the Eiffel Tower and things like that. In Normandy, we went to go see part of the D-Day Memorial, and then Nice, we traveled just to see the beautiful city and everything like that. So we had things that we were gonna do out there as well. So,
Jakai, what was a highlight of the trip for you?
I liked all the places that we went, so they were all pretty fun to me. But my favorite place to go out of all the places was probably Monaco, because I like the beaches over there, are really nice. And then we went on a little tour over there as well, so it was pretty fun. We went to a perfume factory, so I enjoyed myself over there.
Did y'all get custom perfumes, or what was that experience like?
You could have if you wanted to, but I personally I got something, but I didn't do the custom stuff.
What did you get? You just picked one of theirs?
Yeah, I just picked one of theirs that they already had out. So.
Okay, awesome. Well, I can tell you, all of us Canes fans watching from afar on social media had major FOMO this entire time. The whole trip looked beautiful, and it looked like you guys had a lot of fun. And so I loved seeing all the content of both you in front of the camera, but also some of you guys behind the camera too, taking some flicks. So I mean, talk to me. Who was the most photogenic of this trip?
Most photogenic.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We were all taking a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Chris. Chris is always. Chris is always.
I got a lot of pictures of Chris.
Yeah, Chris is always asking for pictures. I feel like Chad was a little bit too. Chad was taking pictures, getting pictures of himself.
Yeah.
Okay, so flipping there, who was the best photographer?
I think it was me.
Nah, it was me.
I think it was me. It was me. I was getting everybody right.
Always competing, both of you, always competing on and off the court. And you guys were having fun on and off the court as well, because you didn't just go over there to, have fun and explore and learn, of course, but you also went over there to play. So, Jakai, talk to us. What was that playing experience like?
Well, it was definitely an interesting experience because in the summer we were all playing against each other every day in practice. So just a chance to get to play against new people and people overseas and getting used to playing how they play with their rules and stuff. So it was definitely interesting.
AJ, would you say that there was a highlight or a big-time play of the trip that you remember?
I really can't remember the 3 games, but I just remember us all playing well, because while we were out there, we didn't practice or anything like that. So for us to come out there and play good like how we did without no practice or anything, that says a lot about this team coming forward this season.
And y'all have a couple seasons under your belt now. You're getting comfortable here in the college scene. And, of course, coming off of the historic Hurricane season, Final Four trip last year, what are your hopes going into this season? Jakai, let's start with you.
Well, I think anyone's hopes would be to do better than last year. And I think with this team, we definitely have a chance to make a deep run. So we'll see. I'm excited to see what this team has in store.
Yep. I would say, we have this trend where I think everyone says we went to the Elite Eight, now the Final Four. Now I think the big one is, can we get to the national championship? And that's what I'm looking forward to this year. Getting there and competing for a national championship this year. Keep the trend going.
We love to hear it, don't we? My goodness, amazing. A couple last quick fun questions here talking about more of this foreign trip. So you both mentioned this was your first time overseas. So what was that like, just getting out and exploring more of the world?
It was new. The food and everything like that. Food,
What was your favorite food? Or weirdest food maybe that you tried?
weirdest? I don't even know.
Caviar, yeah. That
Oh yeah, the caviar. I did have the caviar. I always wanted to try caviar, and it was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty good. But yeah, I wouldn't say I had a favorite food. I really like the orange juice though.
The orange juice.
The orange juice.
We're in Florida, and your favorite thing was orange juice overseas?
Yeah,
Oh,
it tastes crazy.
It just hits different when you're
I would
over
say
there.
the crepes is pretty good. The crepes is pretty good.
I didn't like the crepes. I like the croissants though. Croissants are my favorite.
It all sounds great to me. I'll have to jump on that trip in the next 4 years when y'all go back again. So much fun though. Tell me any funniest memories of the trip.
Bro,
Probably when we went tubing. It was what was it called? It was
what?
tubing, right?
Yeah, it was tubing. Yeah, it was tubing.
So pretty much we're like tied to the back of a boat on like a little tube, and then it's like there's 8 handles, 4 people can go at a time. You just hold on to the back of the tube, and then the boat just goes crazy making these turns. And there was some interesting things happened while like we were on it, so it was pretty fun.
Who stayed on the longest? Who was the best?
I mean, I stayed
We
on pretty
always
long.
on.
Yeah.
We
We
was
was
scared.
all scared. It was not letting go of nothing.
Much more intimidating than being on the basketball court, huh?
Definitely.
We know your forte, sticking to the basketball.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
love it. And one more thing here, how grateful are you guys for this foreign tour and foreign trip?
I'm grateful. Like I said, it's my first time being out of the country. Just getting a new experience, almost like a new life out there. So it's just seeing something that you're not used to. But I'm very grateful that I've been able to go out there and play, perform, and not only but create this new bond with the team and the new teammates that we have.
And Jakai, going off of that too, I mean, you guys got to play together, as you said, something that your coaches haven't seen really since last season or earlier training at least. So what was that like for you being able to ball out with your boys again?
I'll never pass up on that opportunity. Like, so especially for us to be able to play overseas with like us together, it was just a great experience, and I don't think any of us are going to forget that. So.
Amazing. I'll close with this. Did y'all learn any French when you were there?
Yeah, I learned
I knew a
French.
little bit of French.
Oh, okay. You got to tell me something.
Well, I learned from him. So I mean,
I know like the basics. I know bonjour, comment ça va. I know je m'appelle, like my name is. And I'll say merci, like just be nice to people and stuff like that. So
You could get by.
yeah,
You could get
I
by.
would say yeah.
Well, I looked it up. I Googled it. I think hurricane is Oregon. So Oregons, go Oregons.
Oregon.
Oregons. It's like origami almost, but it's not.
I was gonna say like the Oregon.
I'm probably insulting every single French person there ever is. So go Canes at the very least, correct? Go Canes.
Yeah.
I love it. AJ, Jakai, thank you so much for hopping on to Canes All Access today. We had a joy with you guys. And Canes women's basketball is in the studio next with us to join us and talk about their side of the summer trip. Sophomore Kyla Oldacre, welcome to Canes All Access.
Thank you. So honored.
Oh, we are so honored to have you on the show. Are you kidding me? You're the celebrity here.
Please.
No, a humble celebrity. We'll take it. Our humble little hurricane over there. Well, Kyla, we just had the boys on to talk about their side of their foreign trip and their foreign tour. So we want to dive into women's basketball's experience now. So tell us. I mean, y'all seem to be all over the place in Europe. Where all did you go?
We went to Paris, and then we went to Mykonos, Greece, top tier, and then we went to Athens.
Okay, so you already mentioned it there. Top tier with Mykonos. What was your favorite place? Was that it?
That was my favorite place.
It looked beautiful. We had FOMO watching from afar, looking at all the things you guys were doing. And I mean, you hit it all. Versailles, Paris, Eiffel Tower, the beaches in Mykonos, all over the place, Olympic Stadium. What would you say was your favorite experience that you went to?
Seeing the Parthenon and Poseidon, seeing the Greek languages carved into the marble, I was shocked because I'm thinking what type of, materials they use to do that and how heavy they are to move. So that was just amazing, actually. So.
And of all the places you went, a lot of them had that cultural tidbit, like you just mentioned, that ancient history piece of it. So what was maybe something that you or the team learned the most out of the trip?
So mainly in Greece, especially the evil eye and how they literally live by that. I didn't think much of it. I just thought, it's pretty blue. I'll chase the blue. But yeah, the evil eye, and also how they're taught to also learn English, but they're so quick to be able to translate immediately. You wouldn't think that they're from Greek.
You mentioned translating there. Did you pick up any languages when you were overseas?
Only in Paris, I just learned merci and no merci, which means thanks and no thanks. That's all I learned. And bonjour, of course. Bonjour. Yeah.
With the hands.
Bonjour.
I love it. That's amazing. And you guys went on so many fantastic, beautiful dinners as well on this trip. You were eating your way through Europe. What was your favorite food throughout the trip?
I love seafood, so it was the shrimp. The shrimp was top tier. Even they had the fried shrimp, but it wasn't completely fried. Like, it was as if you put it in the air fryer only for like 3 minutes. That was it. But it was real good.
Air fryer for 3 minutes. Have you tried that since you've gotten back? That was a very specific measurement.
No, since I got back, I needed to relax and came back because of the jet lag. The 7-hour time difference got to me real bad. But other than that, it was great.
And more of the trip, of course, was not just sightseeing, but you stepped on the court to play as well. Not to mention in the place where basketball originated anyway.
Yeah.
So as you dominated through these dubs across Europe, what was that like finally playing with your team against opponents and with your coaches once again?
Well, starting off, we first played Mava and Nao, former Canes. So it was also great playing against them, talking our trash here and there. Still got the dub. But playing against Greece, their all-stars, was also a learning experience, learning how different, their attitude were, their body language. It was, some notes taken there because me personally, I'm a screamer. No one was screaming because I was told if I scream, contesting a shot, I'm going to get a technical, and I don't want to get that. But just learning how composed they were, note-taking for sure.
I love it. Bringing a little bit of their culture back to your culture here with the Canes.
Right.
Now, another thing you guys were doing all the time throughout your trip, of course, was documenting it through all your photos.
Yeah.
We were able to be on the same trip to DC back in the summer, and you were quite the content creator there. So I got to ask, how was content creation in Greece?
It was great. Honestly, I'll give that to Lamaya and Leah with her YouTube. Leah has her YouTube and camera vlogging everywhere.
I just want to give you guys an update. This is my outfit. You guys probably will see it on Instagram tonight.
Maya, Miss Photographer, whenever she went, her camera was on her taking pictures. So it's mainly them two who got the content the most. And Jazz, me and her was trying to get our little TikToks in here, like Day in the Life in Paris. But me, I just couldn't live up to it. But yeah, I was more living in the moment, not trying to live on social media. So.
Beautiful. Beautifully said. And there are so many photos, of course, of you guys all throwing up the U. Did you find that overseas, was the U a worldwide symbol? Did people recognize it when you threw it up?
Some people actually did. So we went on a boat ride in Paris, and we was trying to get people walking along the streets, to throw up the U. Some did. We got some offensive ones. But other than that, we got a lot of them to throw up the U. So we try to get it worldwide.
That's amazing. Canes Worldwide, we love to see it. And now that you're back here in Miami, we got school already starting back. You're back pursuing more training, of course, with the team. What are you most excited for this fall specifically with Canes women's basketball?
Just our team. I don't know how to really say it. Our team has so much talent this year. Everybody's capable of doing anything. For example, I'm pretty sure half our team, majority of our team in Europe had double-doubles, so that says a lot, honestly.
That's amazing. And how grateful are you overall of this entire opportunity to go overseas with women's basketball?
I'm truly grateful, #blessed, that I had this opportunity to even go overseas and also play with the Canes and try to make them better than what they were last year.
Amen to that. #blessed and go Canes, am I right?
Yes. Woo, the U.
Go Canes. Kyla Oldacre, thank you so much for hopping on to Canes All Access today. Fans, you heard it here first. Thanks for hopping on and joining us for another episode. This is Canes All Access. I'm Cameron Dobbs. Until next time, as always, go Canes.